The rap world just got hit with an earthquake, and this time it's coming straight from 50 Cent's mouth. The man known for never backing down, never biting his tongue, and never leaving a shot unfired has just set his sights on Jay-Z. But this isn't just another petty jab. This is a warning. A warning tied directly to one of the biggest scandals in hip-hop history, the infamous, shadowy, and scandal-soaked parties of Sean Diddy Combs. According to insiders, 50 Cent has made it clear if Jay-Z even thinks about crossing him or siding with Diddy in this ongoing storm, he's ready to burn it all down. We're talking about leaks. We're talking receipts. We're talking evidence that could drag not just Diddy, but every superstar who ever attended those late-night No Camoras Loud events into the spotlight. And yes, that includes Jay-Z. The internet is already on fire. Fans are screaming that this is the nuclear option, the one thing that could flip the entire industry upside down. TikTok detectives are scrambling to piece together timelines. Twitter threads are pulling up old photos of Jay and Diddy together, and blogs are running wild with speculation. Does 50 Cent really have the tapes? Could he really expose the biggest names in rap, business, and Hollywood all in one move? One thing is clear. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is a threat, a warning, and possibly the beginning of a war that could end careers, shatter legacies, and rewrite hip-hop history forever. The rap world just got hit with an earthquake, and this time it's coming straight from 50 Cent's mouth. The man known for never backing down, never biting his tongue, and never leaving a shot unfired has just set his sights on Jay-Z. But this isn't just another petty jab. This is a warning. A warning tied directly to one of the biggest scandals in hip-hop history, the infamous, shadowy, and scandal-soaked parties of Sean Diddy Combs. According to insiders, 50 Cent has made it clear if Jay-Z even thinks about crossing him or siding with Diddy in this ongoing storm, he's ready to burn it all down. We're talking about leaks. We're talking receipts. We're talking evidence that could drag not just Diddy, but every superstar who ever attended those late-night No Camoras Loud events into the spotlight. And yes, that includes Jay-Z. The internet is already on fire. Fans are screaming that this is the nuclear option, the one thing that could flip the entire industry upside down. TikTok detectives are scrambling to piece together timelines. Twitter threads are pulling up old photos of Jay and Diddy together, and blogs are running wild with speculation. Does 50 Cent really have the tapes? Could he really expose the biggest names in rap, business, and Hollywood all in one move? One thing is clear. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is a threat, a warning, and possibly the beginning of a war that could end careers, shatter legacies, and rewrite hip-hop history forever. The second 50 Cent teased the vault, the internet lost its mind. Fans flooded his comments with demands. Drop it, Fif. Show the world what you got. The phrase trended on Twitter overnight, with thousands speculating what exactly could be inside this mysterious vault. Photos, videos, receipts of transactions tied to Diddy's infamous parties. The possibilities were endless, and each one scarier than the last. Insiders began whispering that 50 had been quietly collecting evidence for years. One source claimed 50 doesn't bluff. He's been waiting for this moment. He's got footage, emails, text messages, things people never thought would see the light of day. Another insider painted an even darker picture, saying if he opens that vault, it won't just be Diddy or Jay-Z. It's going to take down actors, athletes, politicians' names nobody expects. That statement sent shockwaves across the culture. Suddenly, this wasn't just a rap beef. This was a potential Hollywood and industry implosion. Fans pulled up old clips of 50 in interviews where he smirked and said things like, "Y'all don't know the half of what goes on behind the scenes now." Those clips felt like prophecies, and the paranoia spread fast. Jay-Z's camp allegedly went into crisis mode. According to a report from a popular blog, Jay held a private meeting with top advisors, strategists, and lawyers. The alleged advice: do not engage 50 publicly. Stay silent. Let him rant. If you give him oxygen, he'll blow it up bigger. But staying silent only made the internet louder. Fans accused Jay of hiding, of protecting Diddy, of being guilty by association. The memes poured in. One viral post showed Jay and Diddy laughing together at an old ROC Nation brunch with the caption, "They are praying 50 doesn't open the vault." Another showed Beyoncé looking unimpressed at a party with the caption, "She knows too much." The internet wasn't just following the drama, it was amplifying it, turning suspicion into fact and jokes into evidence. Then came the leaks. Not from 50, at least not yet, but from anonymous sources claiming to have seen parts of what 50 was holding. Screenshots of alleged text conversations surfaced, supposedly showing celebrities coordinating to attend Diddy's infamous gatherings. One leaked message allegedly read, "Phones in the box. No cameras." You know the rules, whether real or fake. The screenshots went viral, racking up millions of views in hours. TikTok detectives jumped into action, dissecting every blurry detail, matching fonts, and comparing writing styles. This looks too real to be fake, one viral TikTok claimed, pointing out how the slang matched known celebrities' texting patterns. Another countered, "This is Photoshop. 50's trolling the whole industry." But the paranoia only deepened when whispers began that law enforcement had started sniffing around. Reports suggested investigators were monitoring chatter about Diddy's parties, and that the leaks could spark a much larger probe. If that's true, then 50 isn't just trolling. He might be feeding breadcrumbs to get the system involved. Meanwhile, 50 fanned the flames with another cryptic post. A grainy, blurred-out image of what looked like a hard drive with the caption, "They know what's on here. Don't push me." Within minutes, blogs labeled it 50's Vault hard drive. Fans went crazy. "He's really got it," one wrote. "This man's about to expose the Illuminati." Jay-Z, true to form, remained silent, but insiders leaked more drama. Allegedly, Jay was furious at being dragged into Diddy's mess, telling close friends, "I'm not going down with him. This is his problem, not mine." But fans weren't convinced. Old photos of Jay attending Diddy's private parties resurfaced, with fans captioning them, "You were there. Hav, don't act like you didn't know." As the speculation spiraled, celebrities started distancing themselves. A-listers who were once regulars at Diddy's events suddenly stopped mentioning him. Old collaborators deleted photos. Some even unfollowed him on Instagram, triggering even more suspicion. Fans asked, why are they cutting ties now? Do they know 50's about to drop something? The betrayal narrative also grew darker. Whispers suggested that some of Diddy's former friends were already feeding 50 pieces of information. A source claimed, people who were once at those parties are scared now. They know if evidence leaks, their names will be dragged too. So some of them flipped, giving Fifth their own receipts to protect themselves. That idea that insiders were turning on each other sent fans into overdrive. Suddenly, everyone was pointing fingers, guessing which celebrity might secretly be working with 50. Names trended on Twitter all night, with fans posting theories, memes, and evidence that turned gossip into wildfire. And through it all, 50 kept laughing. He posted a video of himself sipping wine, watching his own Power series on TV, with the caption, "I told y'all, I'm untouchable." The truth always comes out. Fans interpreted it as a direct jab at Jay and Diddy, as if to say, I don't need to rush. Y'all panicking without me even leaking a thing? By the end of this wave, the narrative had shifted from a single warning to full-on paranoia. Jay's silence made him look guilty. Diddy's past scandals loomed larger than ever, and 50, cool collected, smirking, looked like a man sitting on a time bomb, deciding when to press the button, and then the cliffhanger that broke the internet. A 50's Instagram story showing a shadowy photo of what looked like Jay and Diddy together at a party. The caption, "Y'all sure y'all want me to post the full video?" The internet froze. Was this the beginning of the end for two of the biggest moguls in hip-hop history? The internet didn't just pause when 50 Cent teased that shadowy photo of Jay-Z and Diddy. It erupted. Blogs posted the blurry image with captions like, "The vault is opening and 50 Cent hints at explosive footage." Within hours. Hashtags like hashtag 50svault and hashtag Diddy Files trended worldwide. Fans begged, pleaded, and demanded that 50 drop the full video, while others warned him to tread carefully. "I'll try to silence you before you even upload it." Behind the scenes, panic reportedly spread like wildfire. Jay-Z's camp allegedly called an emergency meeting with lawyers and crisis PR teams. One insider claimed Jay's exact words were, "He's bluffing. He won't risk a lawsuit." But another source whispered, "Jay's worried. If any real footage exists, it's not just reputations on the line, it's legal exposure. Reputations on the line, it's legal exposure." Meanwhile, Diddy stayed silent. The silence of a man surrounded by lawsuits, whispers, and mounting allegations. But the silence was deafening. For years, Diddy had been untouchable, the life of the party, the mogul who invited the world into his empire. Now, the same empire was collapsing under the weight of rumors, accusations, and 50's threats. And then came the betrayal. Reports surfaced that at least 2 former party insiders had reached out to 50 with their own receipts. One claimed to have photographs, another claimed to have detailed messages from years past. The blogs went into overdrive. If true, that meant 50 wasn't bluffing at all. He was sitting on a mountain of evidence, fueled not just by his own archives, but by the people who once stood beside Diddy. And J. Fans online started piecing together a guest list of who could get exposed if footage leaked. Old paparazzi shots of celebrities entering Diddy's infamous mansions resurfaced. A viral TikTok claimed to have mapped out every known attendee over the last decade, linking athletes, actors, and even politicians to the parties. It became a frenzy, with names trending one after another, each one sparking its own debate. And all the while, 50 continued to troll. He posted a photo of a ticking time bomb with the caption, "It's only a matter of time." The comments flooded instantly. "Drop IT. Expose them all." Harlem shaking in fear. But then something shifted. Rumors emerged that Jay-Z was preparing a countermove. One insider whispered that Jay had his own archive, his own vault, containing dirt on 50 financial disputes, shady business deals, and personal scandals. The word on the street was that Jay had no intention of letting 50 control the narrative. If 50 pulls the trigger, the source said, Hav will too. The thought of 2 moguls weaponizing secrets against each other sent fans into hysteria. "This is nuclear war," one Twitter user wrote. "If 50 drops tapes and Jay retaliates, the whole industry collapses." Others pointed out that the fallout wouldn't stop at music. Billion-dollar brands like ROC Nation, Revolt, and even major sponsors could be dragged down. And then came the legal angle. According to multiple blogs, federal investigators were already monitoring online chatter about the alleged footage. The possibility that the 50's vault contained not just gossip but evidence of illegal activity had lawyers warning him to be careful. But if anything, that only made 50 bolder. He posted a photo of himself with the caption, "The Fed's watching." Good. Maybe they'll finally do their job. Fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. The man who once called himself the bad guy was now positioning himself as the truth teller, the one willing to risk it all to expose the industry's darkest secrets. Meanwhile, the betrayal narrative grew sharper. Rumors swirled that one of Diddy's closest allies had already flipped, meeting with investigators to protect themselves. "They're all rats when the heat comes." One insider allegedly said, "The loyalty's gone. Everyone's just trying to save themselves." The culture was torn apart. On one side, fans cheered 50 for his audacity, calling him the last real one in the game. On the other hand, critics warned that airing out the vault would damage not just Diddy and Jay, but an entire generation of black excellence built over decades. "This ain't exposing corruption," one journalist argued. "This is burning the house down with everyone inside." But 50 never flinched. In a late-night live stream, he smirked and delivered his coldest line yet. "I told y'all before, I don't bluff. If Jay wanna stand next to Puff, then he can fall with him." The vault doesn't lie. The chat exploded. Fans screamed in all caps. Blogs clipped it instantly, titling it, "50 Cent Promises to Burn Down Jay and Diddy." And that's where the cliffhanger landed. The entire culture frozen, waiting to see if 50 Cent would finally unlock the vault and drop evidence that could destroy Jay-Z, Diddy, and anyone tied to those infamous parties. The world held its breath, because if even half of what 50 claims is true, this isn't just beef. This is the beginning of hip-hop's biggest reckoning. And now, the question isn't if 50 Cent will open the vault, it's when. The culture is hanging on a knife's edge. Jay-Z's silence feels like guilt to some. Diddy's lawsuits keep stacking higher. And 50 just keeps smirking like a man holding the detonator. Every hour, new whispers, new screenshots, new names being dragged into the fire. But the real explosion? It hasn't even hit yet. Think about what's at stake. Billion-dollar brands. A-list celebrities. Politicians, athletes, moguls who've built empires off their clean reputations. If the vault drops, it won't just take down Diddy and Jay, it could shake the entire entertainment industry to its core. And the scariest part, 50 doesn't bluff. History shows when he says he has receipts. Always delivers. So here's the truth. If you're not locked in right here, you're going to miss it. By the time you scroll Twitter or check the blogs, the internet will already be on fire. Names will already be trending. Careers could already be over. You can't afford to be late to this one. Smash that like button right now if you think 50 should drop the vault. Drop a comment and tell us whose side are you on. Team 50, the fearless truth teller. Or Team J, the silent mogul trying to protect the empire. And don't just watch from the sidelines. Subscribe right now and turn on all notifications. Because the moment 50 decides to flip that switch, we'll be here breaking it all down first. This isn't gossip anymore. This is history. Stay locked. Stay ready. The vault could open any second. Could open any second.